Hey there, Cancer. You caught me when I wasn't ready. But anyway, we are doing your November main message reading. This is going to be your main message, the main thing that you need to work on in November. I wanted to do something a little different, although it would still be like a general reading. Wanted to do something maybe a little bit different. We'll see how it turns out. This month, definitely check out astrojar.com, the link in the description below. Also, if you would like a 2018 yearly reading, you can get that at the link in the description below as well, the top link, and that is this month's reading special. So let's see what we have for you, what your main focus should be for this month. Love, probably. Looks good. Definitely a time for you to, I feel like it's time for you to work on relationships, whether you're in one or not. So you start off with the Nine of Diamonds, card of wishes, getting something you wish for, getting something you want. Definitely can't complain about that now, can ya? It's a very good card of victory, changes, and, things like that. So I definitely like to see that for you. It's very similar to the Nine of Cups, just simply getting a wish at this time and getting something you want. I do feel like that probably pretty much everybody, it seems to be a good month. I've only done, again, you're the fourth person I'm going in order this month, and everybody has had a really positive reading so far, so I think that November is turning out really nice, and I do feel like it's going to be a very positive time for a lot of people, and it feels good, too. I think that the month feels like a breath of fresh air. So I feel like a lot of people are going to have a good time this month and are really going to, it's just kind of like a flowy type of month. That doesn't mean there won't be any challenges, but I just feel like you'll kind of breeze right through them. Speaking of challenges, you have the Eight of Spades. Eight of Spades is not necessarily a bad card. It's but it can definitely be a card of past challenges kind of coming up. But let me just say that these past challenges that come up, they only come up in your head with this card. They don't even come up in real life. It's almost like the Seven of Spades. Like I say, Seven of Spades represents internal fears that don't exist. Eight of Spades, very similar. Just creating these challenges in your head that don't exist, and having that cause some issues. So try to let go of any things that could be popping up for you there. Let's see. It is also a card of needing to kind of change your thoughts, stay more on the positive side of things and not go towards the negative. Next, you have the Ten of Clubs, having a lot of opportunities this month. This month has been screaming opportunities for pretty much all four signs so far. So I do think that there's going to be a lot of chances for people to do things. I'd say that anything we want to do, as I've been saying all of 2017, it's going to be some sort of risk. You're going to have to take some sort of risk or put yourself out there in some way. Again, your focus seems to be on love. So especially in love, I think that if you want to see any improvements in love, you're going to have to take a risk, whether that be like talking to somebody, like actually physically going and talking to someone, which is, of course, always very scary, right? But I do feel like it's a time to try to open up to people and try to do that. This is also a card, I do feel like some of you might have an idea. If you have an idea for a business or something like that, I would say be careful who you share it with this card. It's not a bad card. It's a very successful card. It says if you do have a business idea, it'll probably be very successful. But be careful who you share it with, because this is a card of protecting your progress. Basically, it's saying that you've probably made some progress, and now you just need to protect it and not allow anybody to trample on it or anything like that. When this card comes up for water signs, I feel like it's just being careful who you tell it to. As a water sign myself, I feel like whenever, I think water signs want to share their ideas, and then you share it with somebody who just doesn't get it, and then, they say something and it really hurts your feelings or something like that, and so you don't do it, or it stops you from moving forward or something. And so I think you should just protect yourself from that, and try to not share it with, people who don't understand your ideas, or try to not share it with negative people or anything like that. Because again, I do feel like it'll hurt your progress. So try not to do that. Next, you have the Four of Spades, recovery. So I do feel like there's a lot of recovery this month. I want to say this came up for Aries as well. I'm not sure, but definitely a very good recovery type energy, feeling better this month, feeling more positive, and kind of seeing things go more your way. It's also a card of permanence, of building things on a permanent basis, getting things that, building things that actually stick around, building things that stay, that you don't have to keep rebuilding, that you don't have to keep trying with, all this other stuff. So definitely a good card for you, I have to say. Let's see, am I getting anything else? Not really. I think that for you, it's just about building things that are going to last. That includes relationships, businesses, jobs, investments, pretty much everything. Next, you have the Three of Hearts, card of just general happiness. I always say, to me, this card is just an indicator card. It just indicates that things are being positive. Having said that, I am actually getting for you that I do think that some of you could be feeling a lack of love, especially if you're single. And I think if you're feeling that, this card is saying that it's actually going to motivate you to make changes. So I do feel like it's, even though you might be feeling lack, I do feel like it's a beneficial thing because I feel like it's kind of pushing you to do something to make a change. For those of you who are going to be doing that, I feel like these changes are like everything. I feel like they could be, physical changes. I feel like they could be just, learning how to talk to people, learning how to be more confident, whatever. I feel like it's different for everybody, but I do feel like that will be very beneficial. But again, for the rest of you who are not single, just a very good card of, things being very positive. Finally, you show up here as the King of Hearts, very strong position. Position of leadership and things like that. So again, a lot of you could be seen as leaders at this time. I don't think it's so much leadership for you. I have a strong feeling that probably, again, as usual, the water signs are like always the same. And I have a feeling that kind of all three signs this month are probably going to have the same message. I just feel like people are going to be coming to you for warmth or comfort and things. So, I think water signs are pretty much always willing to provide warmth and comfort and nurturing energy to the people around them. So just know that people are probably going to be coming to you with those types of things. Protect yourself. Again, as always, I think sometimes the problem is that water signs can take on too much from other people. So just protect yourself against that. But I think I still think it's a good month for you to, take care of the people you care for. And again, this could be a new person coming in who is, again, if it's a new relationship, just make sure they're not taking like too much of your energy. But other than that, it's a very good card. It's also a great card for returns. So I do think a lot of you could be seeing returns. Having said all of that, I think your main message is about building security, which I barely touched on that entire reading. I just put that card down, and now that I'm looking at everything, I think that a lot of you are building a new level of security in life, and that includes like financially, love-wise, pretty much everything. So I would say that's probably your main message, is focusing on things that are going to last. But it looks like a great month. So thank you for watching and enjoy your month. Again, if you want a 2018 reading, link is in the description below.